This is the plaintiff, Rosemary Powell. She says the defendant, her cousin, needed money for her wedding and she loaned it to her. She also paid for the defendant and her new husband's honeymoon. And do you think the ingrate paid her back? No. She just wants the defendant to do the right thing and pay her back the $5,000 she still owed. So she's suing for just that. This is the defendant, Teresa Murphy. She says she's downright shocked by this lawsuit. She was under the assumption the money she gave her was a wedding gift because that's what the plaintiff told her. She even sent her a thank you card and everything. Now, all of a sudden, the plaintiff's out of work, needs money, and it's a loan? Come on, cuz. She's accused of being an ungrateful bride.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have no sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Rosemary Powell.
Yes.
You are suing your cousin Teresa Murphy for $5,000. According to you, you're out even more than that, in loans that you made to her in order for her to get married. Ms. Murphy, your position is that you thought that this was your wedding gift. Okay, tell me what's going on.
When she got married, she asked me to be the maid of honor. I agreed to it. Everybody in the family was really happy. I started going with her. We started, picking out our dresses, things like that. I had lent her money in the past. I helped her give her money to pay for her dress, like her wedding dress. She would always pay me back. And in March, we went to see a videographer and a photographer and a DJ. And they actually wanted to give her a great deal. If we would have paid all in cash at that moment, they would have dropped it down from $7,000 to $4,800. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have that money on hand, and we stepped outside and we talked about it. She said, but I would not be able to pay you that back until after the wedding.
Okay.
After the wedding, all the money that I get for gifts is going strictly to paying you back.
Okay.
And I said, oh, that's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
And we went back inside and we told them that we wanted to agree upon it. We went straight to the bank. We had 20 minutes before the bank was closing. And I took out the money and I gave her $5,000 because after that we were going to go to, our whole purpose is that we were going to go out to buy like the little votive candles and things like that. And really, basically, we were just going to shop around for a good deal for a videographer or a photographer. So we didn't plan on signing any contract that day.
Okay.
Just that.
But you did, and she paid them the $4,800 with your money.
Yes.
And then she was to pay you back after she got wedding gifts, which presumably would include cash. And then you went out after that to Michael's craft store.
Yes.
And bought votives for the wedding.
Yeah.
Candles and little
like little odds and ends and things
that
like
you
that.
need. And did you front her money there too, according to you?
Yes.
How much?
I gave her the $5,000, so that was the extra $200 from the videographer, and then maybe like $300 and change.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact amount.
All right, and that's why you're suing for $5,000 because according to you, it's $4,800 plus another $600.
Right.
Okay, and you're capped by $5,000. Now, this is how long before the wedding?
This was in March.
Okay, and the wedding was when?
September.
All right, and so between March and September, she's not supposed to be paying you back, so everything's fine.
Right.
Do you throw her, as the maid of honor, do you throw her a bridal shower?
Of course.
Okay, and did you pay for that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and then the wedding day comes, and did you get her a wedding gift?
Yes, I did.
What'd you get her?
A honeymoon.
You paid for her honeymoon? Mm-hmm. For real?
Well, I figured it's me and my husband and my 2 kids. We have a large family, and I think that it's only etiquette that you kind of get.
Etiquette to pay for the honeymoon?
No, a large amount.
Girl, there are a lot of disappointed brides in my life, I gotta tell you.
No, but you would give a large gift.
Place setting, maybe 2 place settings, but a honeymoon? You feel that it was your obligation as maid of honor?
I didn't feel it was obligation. If anything, I would have.
Where was the honeymoon? What'd you pay for?
They decided they wanted to go to Miami.
Wow, that's worth doing. And so what did you do, pay for their flight?
I paid for their flight in the hotel for a week.
All right, nice. What did it cost you?
About $1,500.
$1,500, okay. All right, so now the wedding takes place, beautiful wedding?
Beautiful.
Everybody happy?
Beautiful.
Family all happy? Who are the women who are here?
This is my sister.
So she's also her cousin.
Yes.
And who are those women?
These are my cousins. All of them were in the bridal party.
Unbelievable. I have the entire bridal party right here in front of me. What happened here?
Okay, so back to when we were outside in front of the videographer, like she said, we discussed that I did not have the money at the time, and if I could borrow the $4,800, that I would definitely, without a doubt, pay her back when I received my gift money.
Okay.
And there was not a problem up until then. The wedding happened.
Apparently the problem happened when you didn't pay her back. That's when the problem happened. Why didn't you pay her back?
Okay, because, so I got married. I was leaving the day after for Miami. So that night, the day before I left, I sent her a card thanking her for everything she has done. She helped me a lot with planning and the whole 9 yards. You know, she's a terrific maid of honor. So I sent her the card telling her that, you know, I was going to pay her back when I got home. I didn't meet my expectations that what I was going to receive or what I thought I was going to make back from my wedding.
You mean in gifts? In cash?
Yeah, in cash. Like
how much cash did you think you would?
I thought I was going to at least make at least a quarter of what I spent. I spent $40,000. I thought I was going to make $10,000.
So you expected 10 and you got what?
I only received, I think, about 15.
Wait, you expected 10? I'm sorry, did I miss something? You expected to make how much?
I expected to at least make a quarter back, 10,000. I didn't.
Okay.
I only made 6,000 back.
Oh, 6,000.
6,000.
Okay, I thought you said 15.
No, I wish I made 15.
But didn't you just say you made 15?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Did she not just say she made 15?
She did say 15.
Whether you made $60 or 15, okay, you have an obligation to pay this back, and you feel that you do not, and that is why.
I called her up, seeing if I was in Miami, telling her everything is beautiful. Thank you again so much. I was very appreciative of what she's done.
You called her up on your honeymoon?
Yes. And I said, you know, again, I didn't really meet expectations and what I thought I was going to make, and that I could give her, you know, something when I got back. And I was told the wedding was beautiful, everything was amazing, you have a great time, don't you worry about a thing. Don't worry about anything. So I was under the assumption that that was a gift. I was told don't worry about it when I got back.
You think that because someone tells you not to worry about something during the honeymoon they paid for you for, that means don't pay back?
Yeah, basically saying to me, I was under the assumption that it was a gift. Because when I went home, she did not call me up until, like, I only spoke to her 2 weeks ago.
You did not talk to her from September until 2 weeks ago?
She has her own problems. I have my own problems with my family.
Yeah, but what would happen?
First of all, that's not true.
That can't be true
That
because
is
it
not
makes
true.
no sense. So what happened in September when she came back?
She did come back. She did, you know, she was really like kind of upset. She was like, wow, you know, I can't believe that I only got about 6,000, you know, and she had about 150 people there. And I said, well, you know, and at that time she just lost her job. So I said, don't worry about it. I said, you know, you can give me something, and you can give me something every couple weeks. Give me something as long as I'm paid off by Christmas,
And
so
what
I
did
can
she
give my
do?
kids a Christmas. She said that's not going to be a problem. And once then Christmas came, you know, I spoke to her again about it.
Wait,
and
what happened in October and November?
We were talking. We talked.
But you didn't bring it up again?
Occasionally, because every time she would see me, like, would she come to my son's birthday party or family, or I go to her sister's birthday party?
Was not brought up.
Hold on.
She would say, I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you. I just want to give you one lump sum, everything before, at least half of it before Christmas.
Okay.
And I said, okay. I kept on saying, okay. What am I supposed to say? It's my family.
Yeah,
I just
you're
kept
at a
on saying,
party.
agreed, you know, because
Okay.
most of the time I seen her was through family parties.
Okay.
So I would just agree to it, okay. And then it just happened where it was always some excuse afterwards.
Okay, so when did you decide you were going to sue her, and how did you break it to her?
I spoke to her again, and then I gave her another one, and I said, well, after Christmas, do you think it's possible I can get my money in before March? Because now my daughter's birthday is coming up, and I got to give my daughter a birthday party. And she said, oh, you want the money back? I thought it was a gift. And
The first time she says that is when?
After New Year's.
So after New Year's, she says to you for the first time, oh, I thought that was a gift? Mm-hmm. And you say to her?
I said, what are you talking about? I said, I never said that was a gift. You just see me on Christmas and you told me you were going to get me.
And what did she say?
She was like, I thought when you said don't worry about it, that it was a gift.
Okay, so you disavowed her of the notion that don't worry about it means something other than don't worry about it.
Right.
That you disavowed her of the notion that don't worry about it means, I'll tell you what, I'll convert a $5,000 loan into a gift. And then what happens? Does she pay you a penny? Did she ever pay you $5?
No, but
Nothing.
she's paid me back before, that's why.
Right,
Not
but
towards-
she has not paid you one penny of
No.
this. Okay, let me ask you a question. When you realized that your assumptions were fantasy land and that your gift was actually your honeymoon, and not your honeymoon of all things, and not the money she loaned you, which you knew was a loan, which you admit was a loan at the time that it was made, when you realize that you misinterpreted the phrase, don't worry, you misinterpreted that to mean, you're off the hook. Okay? Let me ask you again, if a bank says to you on the phone, they're nice to you on the phone, and they say, okay, calm down. Do you think that means that you don't have to pay the bank?
No, but I know my cousin and I know my family, and I know.
And you know that you could take advantage of her more than you did?
No, I did not take advantage of anybody.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did, lady. You did. You took amazing advantage of her. Don't start shuffling papers, because we ain't done. I got news for you. We're going to talk for a while.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So when somebody says, don't you worry about it, and they hand you money, loan or gift?
It's a gift for sure, man.
Why?
Because if it's like, don't worry about it, that's like I'm giving it to you.
Does don't you worry about it mean it's yours forever?
I would think so.
So don't you worry about it. It doesn't matter how much money, it's a gift?
Absolutely. I just think if they're saying that, they just mean to give it to you and don't expect anything in return.
You guys sound more like recipients than donors. Going inside the courtroom.
Come on up. Come on up. So, now, what do you know about this whole fiasco?
I really don't know much. I live upstate.
Okay.
So I just came down to visit.
Just because it's fun to watch this unfold?
No, I mean, I'm here for my cousin. I mean, I love that.
Well, you're not over there. You're over here. So I'm wondering why. Just curious.
Well,
all right.
Let's see why not.
Okay. All right. You want to shift sides? Because we're about halfway done. All right. Go ahead and have a seat. Same story with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
they have
You know
nothing to do with
anything
this.
about this or no?
I'm here.
Come on up if you're going to talk.
I'm here for moral support, but I know that she's a good person and that she's always.
Okay. That
trying-
doesn't need saying.
Okay.
But thank
Sorry.
you. Thank you for saying. Okay. Fact number one. If it weren't for her, you would have no DJ, no videographer, no photographer. At least not the one you wanted. Fact number two. There is no dispute that you knew that this was a loan. Fact number three. You have absolutely no legal grounds to assume that the phrase, honey, don't worry about it, have a good time on your honeymoon, can somehow be translated into, I am going to forgive a $5,000 loan. Fact number four, you already got a gift. You greedy, greedy little girl. You already got an amazing gift from her. The gift you didn't get from everybody else in the family, you got from her.
She didn't have to.
The person, oh my God.
She didn't have to.
Ladies, would you like to take a seat over there? Would you like to shift seats? Or would you like this just to wrap up so that you don't have to be where you are anymore? Ms. Murphy, pay your debts and don't be a witch. $5,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Let's see what the defendant has to say after getting an earful from the judge and losing this case. What's your feeling, well, about yourself coming out of here?
Well, I think it's unfair because I know what I was told. She's going to stand up and lie. You know, I wouldn't have came here if I was totally wrong, and I know I was told it was a gift, so.
Mm-hmm. You might appear, you might come off as unappreciative, as greedy. You might come off that way. Is that wrong?
Well, she's known in the family for going over the top and doing these things. That way she looks better about herself. So.
Don't you appreciate what she did do for you?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do, but I know what I was told.
Right. You just head right around this way, okay? Take them with you. And, all right, so you come on in here. How do you feel hearing those words come out of her mouth?
I'm just really upset and sad that I had to take her to court.
Mm-hmm.
Wish that it was worked out between the family.
Why'd you do all these nice things for her? If you knew this was her attitude, would you have done it?
No, but this wasn't her. You know, we were really close cousins. All of my cousins, all my whole family, we were really close family.
Well, who is this then?
I don't know. I guess now, because
Know better. Know better. Don't do it no more.
Now, because what changed her? This money?
I guess that she just felt maybe I would just forget about it, you know, and I would just let time pass and just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Harvey.
Okay, FYI, short and sweet. If you think that something is a gift, I got to tell you, the words that are spoken have to be absolutely clear and unequivocal. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.